Hello, this is another video with Perkins & Associates Investigation. I am Steven, and today I want to talk to you about what is process serving. Process serving is simply this. It is taking a piece of paper, usually a legal document, summons, issued by a court, and given to you by a client, and then from your hand it is placed into the hand of the individual who's named on it. Now, why do we do this? And why would someone pay you to do this? Well, why we do it is we get paid to do it. It is a service that most private investigators offer. There are some states in which individuals just do process serving and are not private investigators. However, I was recently asked, why would someone pay me to do this? Well, if you're taking someone to court and you want them to show up and actually hear the charges, you're going to need to notify them that they need to be there. Now, if you were to say, hey, Bill, John, Steve, Sari, Martha, Sally, whoever it is, you need to be in court because I'm suing you. And you hand them this service and say, I served them myself. Sally, for choosing one of the random names that I've said, Sally decides to say that she didn't receive it. You say that you gave it to them. Now, both individuals have reason to lie. And a court, 99 times out of 100, and I've never heard of that one time, but I will not say never, is not going to say, to go between the two individuals and say, well, you're more trustworthy than her. They're just going to throw it out and tell you to get it done properly and to move on. As a private process server or being done by a law enforcement officer, that individual's reputation is on the line every time they serve the paper. They're there, they're getting paid to do a job. They're not getting paid not to do it. They're getting paid to hand that piece of paper, to do it in the legal manner, and they are what is called a disinterested third party. I have one sitting in front of me in which I was contacted by an individual. Some of the things that information they provided was who they are and who the other individual is. Obviously, I need to know. I need to give Sally Smith, which is not the name on this summons, I need to know who to give it to. They also need to provide you with an address. Now, as a private investigator, if someone says, I need you to track down Sally Smith and serve her papers, this is something I offer, but this is not strictly process serving. This is locating a missing person. This person is missing because they don't know where they're at. Now, some people would call this a skip and go into skip tracing, but Sally might not even know it's coming. She's probably living in her home, doesn't care what's going on, and until you actually show up with it. She's not running from you, but you still need to locate her, which is one job, and then serve, which is a second. How you bill it. Sometimes I go through and I have this happen, and I'm sitting there and going, okay, you need me to track them down and serve them. The way I break down the billing is quite simply, it took me 2 hours to track this individual down, 2 hours time what I charge at an hourly rate, and I handed them the paper. I don't go in and add the process serving as an extra fee. I will say 1 hour worth of my work is more than a process serving fee. Process serving fee is 2/3 of what I charge in an hour. So, when an individual hires me to track somebody down, the way I bill it is by the hours, not by getting the serve done. Little tidbit and bonus, I get more business because of one of the guarantees that I offer. When I do process serving, strictly as process serving, whether it be to Sally Smith or to someone else, I will do it until I get it done, and then they will get their bill. Now, this does not mean the entire job is done, because if everyone got it, why would they pay me? There's nothing to hold over their head. Not that individuals are always going to try and not pay you, but it does happen every once in a while. So what I do is I go out, do the job, and then turn around and hang on to the affidavit, which is the document you need to sign saying you did it and have turned into the court. That is what I hold over my client's head until I receive my check, cash, money order, whatever form of payment they make. And with that, I have never had an individual not come through and pay me for doing the job. Thank you. This has been another video with Perkins & Associates Investigations. Please feel free to like, comment, and share.